Next we are going to study about shapes. Shapes are basically of two types. The very first type of shape is two-dimensional and the second one is third-dimensional. What does this second-dimensional and third-dimensional stands for? For second-dimensional, the measurement is done for length and width. That is, two parameters are used for measurement. For third dimensional, there are three parameters, that is length, width and height. For two-dimensional, we have a very common example, that is curves and circles that we draw on our notebook. Rectangle, triangle, square, all are two-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes are basically divided into two types, that is, first one is curves and circles and the second one is polygon. Now let us understand these two. Curves and circles are formed without straight lines. And the polygons are basically formed using straight lines plus closed shape. Closed shape means there is no point which is left without connection. The polygons are triangles. Every side is closed and they are also having straight lines. Then we have quadrilateral. We'll learn about this quadrilateral further. We have pentagons, hexagons. All these shapes are the types of polygons. That is, polygon is basically a two-dimensional structure in which we have only straight lines and these straight lines are closed. That is, they are not left without connection. Like this is not a polygon, as this is an empty space. Curves and circles, as we know, curve is not having any radius like this one, and then we have circle which have a constant radius. For three-dimensional structure, we have prism, cuboid and pyramid. What is a prism? Prism is basically a structure that is a triangle with some width. Like this is a triangle. We have base and we have height. Only two parameters are there. So this is a three-dimensional, two-dimensional structure. And for prism, we have one more parameter, that is the width. That is, it has base, it has height, as well as it has a width. So this is a prism. Similarly, we have a cuboid structure. For a cuboid, we have length, this is the length, then we have width, and we have, this is the width actually, this is the width, and this is the height. We have three parameters, So this is a three-dimensional structure. Basically, if we have two parameters, then they are two-dimensional. If we have three parameters, then they are three-dimensional shapes. Now let us understand what is a quadrilateral. What is a quadrilateral? Basically, quadrilateral is a shape. So this is basically a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a shape which has four straight lines. This is having four straight lines, that is four straight lines, four edges or corners. A polygon which has four straight lines, four edges and corner is known as the quadrilateral. Like in this figure, it has 1, 2, 3 and 4. It has four straight lines, so it is a quadrilateral. Now quadrilateral is further divided into three types. The very first type is a trapezoidal shape. Then we have a parallelogram, and then we have a kite. These three shapes are divided on the basis or with the reference of parallel lines. What are parallel lines? As we studied earlier, parallel lines are those which never meet with each other. Example, a railway track. For a trapezoidal figure, we have two parallel lines, this one and this one, which are far apart with some distance. It can be like this one, this, or any of the shape. The next shape we have is a parallelogram. Parallelogram basically have two pair of parallel sides. Like, let it be. Parallelogram have two pair. The very first pair is this, and the second pair is this and this. If two parallel sides are there, then it is known as a parallelogram. That is, it has parallel side but in pairs. The last one is kite. Kite is defined, it just looks like a kite. It has no parallel side. If there is no parallel side, then that shape is known as a kite. Now trapezoidal is again divided into one type, that is isosceles trapezoidal. What it is? It basically have two parallel lines, one is this and the second one is this. See, these lines can be meet. If we extend these lines, they'll meet like this. So these two lines are not parallel lines. If these two non-parallel lines are equal, lines are equal, then it is known as isosceles trapezoidal shape. Parallelogram is again divided into two types. One is rectangle, the other one is rhombus. For rectangle, we have four sides, that is, this is parallel to this side is parallel to this side. We have pair of two parallel sides, so it is known as a parallelogram. And secondly, for rectangle, we have four angles which are 90 degrees. And the opposite sides of a rectangle are always equal. So this side is equal to this side and this side is equals to this side. Now what is a rhombus? What is a rhombus? Basically, rhombus is similar to rectangle, but the only difference is it has equal sides it is having equal sides. All sides are equal in rhombus and opposite angles are also equal. So if this angle A and this is angle B, this is angle C and this is angle D. So for rhombus we can write angle A will be equal to angle B and angle C will be equal to angle D. So opposite angles are equal in a rhombus. By combining a rhombus and a rectangle, we get what is called as a square. What is a square? Square is actually a shape which has all equal sides as well as it has angle of 90 degrees. So this was all about angles and shape. Thank you for watching.